Okay, so my brakes have been sticking and smoking lately, and I thought I'd do a quick video and show how to fix this. Of course, it could be a worse problem than what I'm about to address, but I found that a lot of the time it's really just a matter of lubricating the connections where the metal touches metal and making sure that these boots right here are well lubricated. So I'm going to take off the caliper and show you what to do. Now, to take off the caliper, all you do is take out this bolt, and then I take a wrench, put it right here, and just pry it loose. Okay, once you get it loose, give it a little wiggle, and there you go. Now, in order to remove this caliper, you want to kind of grab the back and grab here, push in and up, and then that is usually how you work it off there. It's a little hard to do one-handed. So, yeah. And here you do the opposite. Grab, hold on to the front, and pull. Alright. Okay, so I took a C-clamp, I tightened it down to push in the cylinder, and I'm looking around here to make sure there isn't any leakage. Looks okay. And then here, this is oftentimes the problem. So you get these boots, they get kind of gummed up. They don't want to slide back and forth properly. So you can take out these and just add some lube down in there, or you can take out the entire boot and just put a new one in there with some new grease. It's up to you. It's like a $5 part at the parts store, so I'll link to what I use. But this is a 2000 Jeep Cherokee, so if anybody wants to know, you'll definitely want to look up the correct part for your vehicle. So let me take those out, lube them up, and then I'll show you what I do next. Okay, so I actually had a set of the little bushings sitting around from doing the other side, so I went ahead and put those in. Just pop out the old bushing, lube up the new one, and then press it in there. It's kind of funky, but it'll go. So then once you do that, just get your new piece. Oh yeah, first of all, actually, so you also want to use this brake lubricant. You get some of that, put it in there, right? Now, I already have some down in there, so I'm just showing. Do that. And then line this up, slide it through. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this one-handed, but you get the point. So, hang on. Okay, so I ended up dipping this into there, wiggling it till it went in, and there we go. You just want to make sure it's lined up, make sure the rubber is seated in the groove on both sides, Be sure it slides back and forth freely, and you should be good to go. And then just do the same to the other side and move on. Okay, so now what you want to do is just take your brake lube, get everything, all the touching surfaces, make sure you got all those lubed up. Okay, and then same for your brakes. Now, obviously you don't want to put it on the brake pad, but just the ends where they touch and slide. So there's one. There's two. And then reinstall. This is definitely a two-handed job, so I'll do that. Okay, so I'm I'm an idiot, and I didn't really think this all the way through. For some reason, I lubed up this part on here, when in fact it is this part that they touch. So there, and then here. So make sure you lube that up. Try not to get a bunch of grease on the caliper, and yeah, or the hub, whatever. Anyway, you get the point, so hang on. Okay, so nice and lubed up there, nice and lubed up there. Now we'll put it back together. Alright, once you tightened your bolts, go back, check and make sure the boot is seated in the groove. Everything's good there. And you're good to go. Put the tire on, tighten the brakes one good time, make sure they're seated, and then it should work. If it locks up again, then you probably want to change out your caliper, because these get grooves worn down in them. I have seen people grind that off whenever it gets worn out, but I think it's typically best just to get a full new caliper system at that point. But yeah, that's a quick fix for smoking brakes, and hope that helps. Peace.